Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Innistrad, Fang and Shadow. Unfortunately, our dear Nuggetosaurus playing Daknari will not be with us today as she was not feeling her best. So we all wish her, a wonderful, lovely evening as best she can have, and hope she can join us again next week. But we do have these other lovely people that are here, so we're gonna go around. We're gonna say who we are and who we're playing. Also, got a little thing here, a little donation bar for character art. So if you wanna just throw money at us, we'll use it to get cool artwork. I'm Octavia Stormkirk. Well, I'm Lindy, and I will be playing Octavia Stormkirk. As much as I just want to be her, at this point in the game, I imagine she's going to go through a lot of pain, and maybe I won't want to be here by the end. But for now, I am Octavia Stormkirk, and she is a Dampier ranger. Lots of bats. She's pretty cool. Someone else who is at least very friendly, if not, cool, would be Felsic. D20 coup de grace, how are you?
Yes, that's me. I'm D20 Coup de Grace, and I will be playing Felsic, the reborn warlock, and everyone's best friend.
Yes! Speaking of best friends, Shiny Pilot, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm Shiny Pilot 26, and I will be playing Wolfric. He is a shifter werewolf, and I'm excited to get back to this because I missed last episode, and I have some catching up to do. So let's have some fun.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's have some fun is Deception Check's motto. How are you?
I am good, but I just minimized my zoom into the corner over there and I can't figure out how to get it back out. So I'll just go ahead and do my intro and figure that out in a second when I figure out what button I accidentally pressed. Hi, yeah, Deception Check. I'm playing Aranis Uadrana, druid, kind of mutant druid. Yeah, that's me. I'm a tree. Hi.
Hi, welcome. I'll leave you alone now and introduce our game master, Pope Worldbuild. Pope, how are you this evening?
I am doing quite well. It is good to be here. It is good to have you all, and it is good to be in Innistrad, where we will resume our story. So, bunch of 5 different individuals, all with their own reasons for being in the county of Nephalia and visiting the manor of one Jaleva, a descendant of the Stromkirk bloodline, and a noted vampire whose preferred diet involves the consumption of wizards. And has taken on a different form as of late, one that she's not particularly fond of. But after some escapades within her manor, these uninvited guests, for the most part, departed at speed, and into the village, away from the manor, where they took rest and respite, food, drink, and some much needed sleep in a small inn run by an individual whom, for some strange reason, they're all suspicious of. All right. We'll get to the bulk of them and our good friend Iggy in due time. More importantly is where we left off with Wolfric, as folks were gathered within the library of Chaleva's manor. Wolfric was with them, and then all at once he was not. And Wolfric, you have a very similar experience as to everyone. As you close your eyes 1 second to blink, And the next minute, you are someplace entirely different. There's a beautiful, elaborate stained glass window in front of you. But before getting to that beautiful piece of art, sun dappled, the light catching through, which should be noted it was night. But wherever you are, there is light. And there is a altar, and behind that altar is a man. He is tall, lanky, brown hair, narrow face, and there's a slight scar over one eye, an eye which appears silver when the light catches it. And the other eye is a blue-green. And he goes, "Greetings, Wulfric. My name is Garth. We have much to talk about."
Garth. I don't know you.
No, you don't.
Did you bring me here?
Yes. You are on the trail of a very dangerous individual.
As
Not
is
so-
my challenge.
Right, your challenge. You're not going to find him in that manner. He was there. Was. But his evil has taken him far afield. And I haven't been able to find him again.
Why
I
are
do
you? Sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead if you go. All right. Why are you looking for him?
it's more because of who he serves that I care, not who he is. The unpleasantness on Innistrad. Well, the travails would be a minor inconvenience compared to what Bruno can wrought should he succeed. So it is in both of our interests that you find him.
Well, I intend to. If he is gone and you are having difficulty finding him, would you happen to know where to begin? I thought I had a lead. There was another one with me that smelled of him. But now I am gone from that place as well.
Well, I'll deposit you back with those merry misfits soon enough. They are useful, especially when dealing with Runo's compatriots.
They smell funny.
Well, they all are deeply troubled individuals. But there's neither here nor the point. The point is, you are looking for direction, and I am looking for results. And so I think we can be allies. As for where Runo is, I know where he isn't. He isn't along the coast. And he's not in the mountains. And he's not in the deep woods. So, likelihood is he's moved inland, most likely to Gavany, looking for converts. But he is not a man known for tremendous speed, so he may still be yet within the Nefalius borders. But He is not near water, I can assure you that.
Can you send me to him directly or near enough?
If I had something of his, maybe. But right now, I do not possess something that has a sympathetic tie to that pawn.
Forgets kind of a fighting. Would the lady that smelled of him be close enough?
They may have a blood tie, but I do not practice that kind of magic.
Would Wolfric then, given that clue and the situation he's in, would he get kind of an idea of what this guy is? Like abilities? He's obviously magical. I guess what I'm thinking is, would he understand as this person to be like a cult type person? A warlocky type person who has some sort of deal with something, or is it a necromancy person? What kind of vibe am I getting off this guy?
Well, give me an Arcana check, and we'll see just how much Wolfric knows about magic.
A natural 1 for a 2.
This is
That's
a magic
funny.
man. He is a man that practices magic.
Magic man. Okay. I'm gonna put that in my notes, just saying.
Very important. So yes. No, you do not know necessarily who Garth is or what magic he may practice. But no, I will deposit you back with those individuals. They can prove useful. As I said, Bruno is looking for converts, and those who he has successfully converted will prove to be dangerous enough.
I assume then if I catch up to Runo and have my due dealings with him, you will know about it.
I have my ways of finding you, yes. We'll be in touch. Good hunting.
And it's just like light, like, yeah, gone. Okay.
Yes, and in a flash you are gone, but where you arrive, we have not gotten to yet. So, we are back at the lovely inn. It is now late afternoon, as it was early morning when you all arrived. And now having significant rest and a good bit of food, the majority of you are feeling quite well. However, there are some things that are amiss. First off, Aralis,
Yes.
you did not necessarily eat your fill after activating a specific magic item.
No, I did not. I was tired and went to bed and did not think about it.
So, I want you to roll me a D100.
A D100. All right. I can make that happen. Let's see. All right. D100 roll to everyone. That's an 88.
88. Let's see what 88 brings.
Yes, what might it bring for today?
Oh,
Good fortune?
for the most part, you feel fine.
Oh,
What
no.
doesn't feel fine?
We will see if that comes to pass.
Okay. I'm more concerned now. But I will still walk downstairs.
So, Octavia,
Yes.
if I remember correctly, you and your beloved Deknari
Yes.
were sharing a room.
Oh, yes. Why would we not?
When you wake, she is not there.
Is there a note? No, wait.
There,
First, is that side of the bed still warm? Like, did she just get up and, like, go out to go to the bathroom? It's cold.
it's cold.
Now
There
I
is no
look for a
note.
note. Oh, no.
There, your
There-
front door is, the door is
Locked?
still locked
Yes.
from the inside,
Uh-huh.
and the window is open.
That window wasn't open earlier, was it?
No,
No, I go look out the window.
you see the sun as it is just starting to set.
Uh-huh. Do I see anything else? Like girlfriend tracks? Or ghosts running off into the distance? A cage prince, perhaps? Um,
I want you to give me a investigation check, because
Oh.
this seems to be less about just passively observing, more an active search.
yes, I very much actively like my girlfriend, so, investigation. Man, I'm so glad I decided to not dump stat investigation. What is that? 13 plus 5 is 18.
18. There doesn't seem to be a trail, but there is something that catches your eye. Church of Avison was very prevalent back in its heyday.
Mm-hmm.
There are still symbols to ward off evil on people's homes.
Mm-hmm.
It was also a symbol that was used just in tons of iconography.
Yeah.
Many times, even out here in Nephalia, it would be used as a lightning rod to keep homes safe. And that's no different here, except all the ones that have her symbol, at least at this moment and on this day, they're all bent and twisted.
Uh-huh. Cool. Sure, that's fine. Try not to panic. I have to keep it cool because there's a bunch of nerds downstairs. Someone has to be the composed, cultured one. So Octavia will very quickly get ready. Make sure she looks good. She looks nice. And then calmly stride down the stairs to see if maybe this was all unnecessary and she's just having some juice downstairs.
You come downstairs. Before we get our layout, quick question to the nerds. Felzik, are you in your room or are you downstairs?
I am downstairs having a nice honey milk, and Cretan is sewing up one of my sleeves that got ripped in the previous battle, and I'm reading a book, unlike a nerd.
Sure.
Other nerd, are you downstairs or are you in your room?
No, I've gone downstairs and I am currently sitting across the table from Felsic, pestering him about what he's reading while having a pipe.
Delightful. And so, Octavia, as you come downstairs, you see that he is not busy today.
Mm-hmm.
That the only folks that are in this inn at this hour is Felzik, Creighton,
Mm-hmm.
who, as we've learned, you can see.
Only when I get close enough,
Well,
which I mean 15 feet, which is a fair bit of space.
Sense more. Uranus is sitting there. Felzik's trying to read, and Uranus is trying to find out what it is that Felzik's reading. And our good innkeeper, Iggy, who notices you coming down. So can I get you and your companion anything this afternoon?
I'm all right for now, but maybe just I'm all right. You seen my companion? Did she come downstairs?
No.
No. Cool. She's just like, I'm sure it's fine. Inside, on the inside. That's her internal monologue. She'll just walk over. If you see her, she's not in a room at the moment. Just let her know that I'm looking for her. And then I go and sit down next to the nerds.
There's an immediate face of concern and confusion that comes across Iggy.
Yes.
And then
it reflects her internal conflict, and she's trying not to let it show.
And then the head just crooks like a confused dog and follows you as you sit down with your friends. And then Iggy, for the first time today, goes outside.
What are you reading?
I've been asking that about 30 minutes now. He won't say.
Just one of those books I found in the library.
Anything good?
Right, but what is it?
Actually, Felzik,
Uh-huh.
which library?
Well, you know the one with the cool door?
Yeah.
I think it's the same book that made my eyes bleed.
Oh.
Or the next in the series. I'm not sure. Wherever I'm at, gotta. I understand that I gotta take a break every once in a while. Uh-oh.
So, you're reading one of those books, which you took without any sort of care or forethought.
Well,
one of these books that defies the size and volume of your backpack.
It's like maybe a Ghost 101.
Yeah, one of those rare books, yes.
Yes. So, Felzik, can you make me an intelligence saving throw, please?
I can try.
You can try.
10?
Oh, I'm sorry. We were looking for higher than 10.
Oops.
So, you know that influence note I had previous?
Yes, I do remember that now, yes.
Yes. I like using degrees of failure. Something I'm a fan of. That was 2 degrees, so I get to actually roll a die and increase your influence by that amount.
Uh-oh.
Increase your influence to 5.
By 5 or 2-5?
2-5.
2-5. Okay. Oh boy, that's.
I'm just curious as to where the influence caps out. Is it like?
Yeah, I'm like on a
Is
on
it
a
a-
scale
is it
of
like
1 to
one-
screwed. Where is he at right now?
I'm sure it's got to be like.
I'm
it's gotta be
guessing
like-
it's not 5 now. But it could, is it 10, 12, 15, 20, 100? Who knows? We're going to find out, I have a feeling.
Or maybe it is
we're going to
5.
find out.
And he's right there. Oh my.
I'm sorry. I was enamored by this book.
What's it about?
I don't know.
Sounds like a book I shouldn't read. Just like...
Sounds like a book he shouldn't be reading.
I don't care what he does.
Well, I do, if we need him.
I suppose. Maybe.
Well, where's your better half?
You know, that's the question of the past 24 hours, isn't it?
Is it?
Apparently.
She was here less than 8 hours ago. So why is it a 24-hour question now?
Less than 4 hours ago. I mean, really. The window was open in the room when I woke up, and she wasn't there. Oh, and like, did you notice? I know we like kind of came into town, and you were very bleeding all over the place. But did you either of you happen to notice if all of the symbols of Abyssin when we came into town were bent, or if that's a new development overnight?
I wasn't really paying attention. Sorry.
That's fine. I was just curious if it...
They're all bent.
They're all like twisted, warped bent, you know.
Oh.
Yes.
At this point, Iggy comes back in, moving at a heightened pace, and is quickly going about gathering essentials, backpack, things of that nature.
Iggy, are you going somewhere?
Yes.
May I inquire as to where? And
wait.
why?
Oh.
Does it have to do with all the symbols of Abyssin in the town being all like...
It might have something to do with that, yes.
Do you know anything about that, by the way?
What does that mean? Why would that scare you so much?
I'm
sorry, no, maybe not scared. Concerned? Are you concerned?
There is heightened concern. So I take it you very much aren't from around here.
No.
Okay.
No, not really.
Okay.
Just was in town visiting family, you see.
Okay. But again, the symbol of Avacyn is usually a symbol of protection.
Oh yes.
And if every single one of those that you can see is somehow what's the word I'm looking for?
Warped?
No, it's more of a religious terminology.
I wouldn't know much about that.
Desecrated.
Oh, desecration.
That's usually a bad sign.
I see. Do you have any, you were to take a gander at what could have desecrated a whole town's worth of protective signs, what would you guess it would be?
I don't need to guess. I just need to go.
I'm not going to say your logic is flawed there.
I'd like to ask, have you ever seen something like this happen before?
I have seen many things, friend, and I have never seen this.
Oh, dreadful.
All right, so we're missing a Deknari and a Wulfric.
Yes.
And we suddenly need to leave a town.
Yeah, I'm gathering that, yes.
This is terrible. We can't leave them. They're my best friends.
Well...
And at that note, you all blink, and Wulfric is now sitting at the table.
Good. Wulfric's here.
I feel like Wulfric would shake his head a bit, like you can't get used to that. Taste copper in the mouth. Okay. This is not good for my blood pressure. Yeah.
This is the friend we said was going to be meeting us later.
Yes, Icky, meet Wolfric.
Hi.
Icky's just leaving. He is the proprietor of the inn we're in right now, and it's very nice and helpful. But now he's leaving because it seems all the protective talismans in town have been destroyed. Oh, I'm sorry, desecrated.
Yes.
What town are we in?
Small town outside the castle we were just at. A manor, castle.
You didn't travel far then.
Not terribly, no.
Where'd you go?
Is an excellent question.
And did you see Degnari?
Yes, that's an even more excellent question.
I'm trying to help.
Appreciate
No
that.
Degnari. Did not see anybody named that.
My girlfriend. Very hot, yay tall. Angelic features.
I'm actually trying to recall in the first episode, Warwick's he here? I'm pretty sure
Yes,
he's not.
at the end. At the end of the
At the
episode.
end,
Yes.
okay.
Hiding in a cage.
Yes, but she was already swapped with the cat, though, right? But he didn't know that. So
No,
anyways, yeah,
I got
okay.
possessed by a cat.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
She was in
Yes.
the cage.
She was in the cage.
Yeah.
She was fine.
Would she still not be in the cage?
No, we got her out from there. You missed a lot. We
Quite
also
a
got out
lot.
of the manor.
Felsic summoned a super demon.
And it's running
Yeah.
amok now. How fun is that?
Wolfric gives you a look like, what?
That is not what happened. All right.
And Iggy now looks very worried at
Oh!
Felsic.
Could it be Bob's fault? About all
summoned-
this?
No, look, Bob might have something to do with this. Maybe I don't know. This might be something he'd like to
If
do
you
on
meet
his
someone
vacation.
named Bob, maybe just don't make any agreements or deals with him.
Bob.
Bob.
I have never heard of a demon referring to themselves as Bob.
Well, they were very, I don't think that was their true name. That's just what they said we should call
It was a
them.
large circle, so it's probably someone important.
I think he was a devil, actually.
Oh,
a devil?
yes. I think he
Oh.
could be a devil. He was rather polite.
He was
less,
polite,
Less chaotic.
impeccably dressed.
There's a
Right.
difference between devils and demons.
One's like contract, one like chaos.
I'm gonna go.
In Purveyor, meet before you go.
There's plenty in the back. Just have it.
So,
Wonderful.
since you're leaving, can we have your inn?
Sure.
Great.
Have
Shake
fun.
on it.
This is-
I'm not shaking anything.
I hope
Well-
you survive.
As he's going, then Wolfric's going to stand up. And for you guys, he is a big man. He's like a heavyweight boxer. He's just big. And he's just going to get up from the table and lumber off towards where the meat is to go get meat.
Are you sure you have to go, Iggy?
Yes, usually something. Again, on this scale, usually means bad things happen. So I'm going to be where there is less bad things.
Good luck with that.
Where
Well,
exactly
well-
would that be? There's
well-
mostly bad things everywhere.
Further inland. Inland sounds good right now.
All right.
Treat yourself.
Hopefully, we see you there.
Hopefully not. Bye.
Bye, Iggy. It's been a pleasure.
Lovely meeting you.
As Iggy's running out, Wolfric's now going to be coming back. He's got a double handful of just some. cooked
Octavia waits till
steaks.
Iggy's out the door, and then she
Oh,
gets up
okay.
to go look for that wine that Iggy had in stock.
This is a very well supplied inn.
Yeah.
Exceedingly so.
Wonderful.
Looks like a place someone invested money and time in their retirement.
Yes. It's a real
Honest looks
shame.
for lock boxes and other valuables.
Just
He said we could have the
road.
inn. It's nice
there,
to know what we have.
there is a lockbox. It has been raided.
He
You
was
grab the
smart.
essentials, remember?
Probably the most expensive thing that is still left that is transportable is the fine silver, which is there probably for noble dignitaries should they visit the inn.
Mhm. Silver.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Like,
I found a lot of silver, everyone. It's valuable to a certain point.
Joy.
Anything?
keep that away from my phone.
No, take a look at it. It's very shiny. Look, he puts it like right there.
Backing up from it.
I just look for the wine, and then
It's in
I
great repair.
grab a bottle.
You find that there is crates of it.
Oh, wonderful! I'll just take like a couple bottles for the road. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, just it's easy to carry. Put a couple wine bottles in a satchel. All right. Well, I've got some wine for the road. Like pick up a baguette. All right. I think I'm ready. I suppose.
The road to where?
What are we ready for?
To leave. I don't think what he's saying is terrible. If he's gone and if this is all like desecrated, blah blah blah, then Jack may have left as well. You know, here. She'll take piece of paper, right? Jack, you come back to the inn. Jack, you disappeared without a trace. Hope you're right. You read this. We're headed back to my family. See you there. And I'll just stab it into the counter with like a knife.
There are many butcher's knives in the back.
Oh, wonderful.
Many.
Pick one in.
So yes, you have this in, and there may be, I don't know, 20 minutes left of the sun before it is gone behind.
Yes, I'm. Lovely meeting you all. Good being friends with everyone. I think, looking at like the sun lowering, I think I'm going to hit the road.
Alone.
Well, I mean, I'll be fine. I mean, if you want to come with, I'm not going to stop you. If this innkeeper reads a book to tell himself stuff every day and seems vaguely magical, he's very distraught and heading the road. Not great things sometimes come out at night, and I don't want to be in the center of town if that happens. I'd rather at least be on the outskirts so I can have open air to move.
I mean, your friend might be somewhere within the town. If you leave, you're leaving her to whatever happens to come.
I didn't see any traces or tracks of her. Really just practically disappeared into thin air. Much like Wulfric reappeared. Wulfric, where have you been?
I feel like Wolfric could still be munching on some food to regain some energy, but he kind of give you a pause and a look and be like, taking care of business.
All right, friends, enough chatter. We have to go now.
But you need to run too.
Yes, we have to. The moose.
The moose.
The moose.
I don't think mooses are indigenous to this area.
They're quite fast though, so I mean, it's not terrible. And I just starting out the door. I'm like, oh, strolling.
La, 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 la.
Nice long stride.
Now give me a perception check that you're outside.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, I will give you the perception check. 12 plus perception, which I am proficient at 19.
19's good.
Oh, good.
So there is a distinct sound of a great deal of shuffling.
Undead.
Movement. Yeah. There's also just the lingering smell of death, and as you take in the sights, as you are on the edge of the city, this village, you can see further in broken glass, carts overturned. It looks like the town had a rough night, but it was exceedingly quiet when you're in.
I just
Exceedingly quiet.
lean the head back in and go, well, I mean, unless you love hordes of undead, I would leave if I were you. And then just back out and walking out of town.
Glad I travel light. Say
Think
toodaloo,
about-
everyone.
Thing about zombies, they never pick up their feet. You always hear them shuffling.
Time to go, Cretan.
Yes, master.
I walk fast. I have a move speed of 40. I'm just power walking.
Wolfric, are you staying?
He he will watch all of them leave, just kind of look around and just shove his plate, stand up, and out the door he goes too. Guess he's gonna follow.
Okay. Now, this is a very, very important
Mhm.
question to ask. I'm taking you're moving away from town.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yes.
You
No,
have
no, I'm going right. No, I'm moving away from town.
there is a fork in the road you quickly come to.
Yes.
One leads to the coast road,
Mm-hmm.
keeps you along the coast. One heads for inland toward your family's holdings. However, it leads through a graveyard.
Mm-hmm. Is one like the scenic route? Like, does the coast road, like, can we loop around, or does it just lead to a completely different direction in general?
You eventually there's another road that will link back up with home, but not for some time.
Not for like days. We're talking days. Well, I guess we'll just have to go through the graveyard then. I know this is a terrible decision that probably involves combat, but vampire ghosts, people, that's really freaky. Oh, I think she sits there at the moment for a moment that goes, oh, stupid graveyards.
Do you know where we are?
Oh yes, this leads to the coast. This
Oh,
leads
that sounds
home.
nice.
Home is great, but there is graveyard on the way.
Well, sure, let's go to the coast.
Graveyard?
Coast?
Coast? Ugh.
Why not? Why go through the graveyard? We're
'Cause
running
that's-
from undead, and you want to go to a graveyard.
I mean, we're leaving. Ugh.
Hmm.
How far away is the graveyard? If I look in like a map view in my mind, do I know how far the graveyard is from the town, or is it real
It's not far.
close?
You are it to set the scene.
I would love, yes, please do.
Again, you are in a coastal village.
Mm-hmm.
This leads. This is a little bit inland, and you can see going off to one side. There is this road that leads down and away along the stretching out of the coast. Beautiful, beautiful scenic route, especially now that like the sun is almost completely
Mhm.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then up this incline, you can just see the twisted, desecrated symbols of the graveyard peeking up on the opposite side of the hill.
Just fly over it, and I look at everyone else. Ugh, they all have to walk now, following me. All right, fine. The coast. They have to travel longer every day. Make up for the extra time. Stupid.
I mean, is there a nice town along the way in the coast?
Oh, there's many. There's several. That's quite lovely this time of year, actually.
Wonderful.
It's just not as quick. Just travel faster. Not sleep as much. It'll be fine. Just like a little like turn on the heel, like irritation. Cape flapping behind her with a couple bats, like on the inside. As we go towards the coastal road.
Uranus tries to pet one as it flutters back towards your cape.
Yeah. Ooh, oh no, not that. Aha, I didn't drop it. Almost did.
And so you head along the coast road. We'll catch up with our heroes in a moment. But as we turn the page, For the rest of our audience, you should see what happens. Yes, all the symbols are desecrated in this entire town. Every last one. And those townsfolk that were visited in the evening now shamble, and they are very hungry. But unlike the normal, unquiet dead of Innistrad, these undead, they're very long fangs. Exceptionally long fangs. Something that shouldn't be. And they rise also out of the graves. And the horde is on the hunt. So, cutting back to our friend, I'm just curious. Oh, and welcome, Raiders. We are in Nephalia in Innistrad, and things are not as they should be. And I'm going to ask our intrepid heroes a question. And that question is, are you moving for speed, or are you moving for stealth?
I think maybe... Ooh, that's a good question. Both could be good. I think maybe initially stealth, like tonight stealth, and then speed after that.
Would there be any creatures in the dark woods that Wolfric would know of that are more terrifying to be fast of or be stealth and hide from? What would his lay and understanding of the woods be?
Well, these aren't woods. This is the coast.
Coastal. Okay.
I'm
Is
actually
it
quite
coastal
familiar with the
grassland,
coast.
Or
Yeah.
It is. Think, because this is Innistrad, and Innistrad is notorious for being just delightfully awful.
of course.
Of course, yeah.
So picture, oh, I have some Floridians here. Picture, Florida coastline if it had a twisted, horrific child with Scotland's upper northern coast.
That would be super crazy, and I'd be into it.
So
Okay.
it is more rocky than sandy, very, very scrub. And also the earth, everything is just damp. It's damp, it's squishy, and it is that sort of damp that eats into your flesh.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Oronus leans into Octavia. Should we be concerned about the graveyard back there?
I mean, like in general, or?
As in tonight, is it a growing concern?
I mean, there's a horde of undead and there's a lot of bodies in there, if that's what you're asking.
All right. He kind of like says a few words and casts Pass Without a Trace. Just he's gonna run through his level 2s for a few hours as we get some distance.
How many level 2s are you using?
Probably I'm going to use
Pass Without Trace lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
1 hour.
Yeah.
So I'll probably use I'll probably use all 3 of my level 2s.
3 hours.
3
3 hours of stealth and then focus on speed. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should be quieter now, at least a bit.
Wonderful. And
I can only do this for a little while.
should we all roll stealth checks for you?
No.
Oh. Oh no. Okay.
At least this will help our passives.
I don't need stealth checks for the first 3 hours, and you said afterwards you're going for speed.
I think that's a good plan.
So what I need from you is the speed part.
Okay. I do want to roll a stealth just to see how crazy it is, though, with
I will
the
mark
pass
off
without
my-
a trace, because
my
I'm just
3
really curious.
level 2s.
Because I have a plus 21 to my stealth with pass without a trace, and it's kind of baller.
I understand.
So I just had to know I was like 36, so we're cool.
It's very nice. I deeply appreciate it.
Yes, I just, had to know how one I was with the knight for my own sake. But yes, speed, I'm ready.
So, my next question before I have you start making checks.
Mm-hmm.
There are different kinds of speed. There is the sort of slow, determined, we're going to be doing this for hours kind of speed. And then there's the, oh fuck, we're all going to die, let's go kind of speed. Which of the two are you participating in?
I imagine we'd be in the middle.
We have to rest.
Are you
at
going
some
for
point.
are you going for distance or are you going for immediacy?
Yeah, I think Octavia's more inclined for distance since we're taking the longer route to get home. But
Okay.
if the others wish to go for immediacy, if they're like freaking out, she'll just modulate her speed to be, oh god, we're all going to die.
Wolfric's following you, so
Okay.
he'll just roll with whatever
How's
you're doing.
Felzik and Uranus feeling about speed?
Ross isn't that concerned.
Okay.
Yes,
Just
Felzik?
mindful.
Belsic is in the back pedal. If I see anything within 600 feet of us, shoot at it and keep backpedaling type of speed.
Wonderful. So we're going for distance. Yes. All right.
He's going for distance.
Distance.
Going for speed.
Speed.
Oh, no.
Distance is lovely. I want you all to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Con saves. All right. Am I good at those as a ranger? Let's see.
A 25.
Doesn't matter with a natural 20 plus 3, 23.
Oh, 325. That's good. That's good.
For
14.
19.
19's good. 14.
Not a long distance runner, are you, Felzik?
I'm carrying a lot of things.
I thought that the books don't weigh hardly
trav-
anything.
The traveling merchant needs to run faster.
The undead body does not appreciate jogging.
That is fair.
It's hard on my joints.
Just to get the blood pumping, it's just more work,
Blood that does not pump, it is quite
Yeah.
angry.
Yes.
So that tells me a good deal. So there's a lot of choices this evening. I'm going to give you yet another.
Wonderful.
So you can that you find a sort of resting point. It looks like a place where fishermen sometimes will come up if they don't want to go into town. Maybe the kids go off here, villagers, for ceremonies and things. There's a nice little spot here that's cleared by the side of the road and also relatively cleared down by the beach. It's pleasant. But you can see the edges of the village ahead. Looks to be like another hour of movement to get to it. Would you rather rest here or do you want to go into the village?
Does the village have lights on in it?
Torches.
Yeah, torches. Is the village alight? And if so, in what way? These are the important questions, I feel.
I say we press forward and kill whatever the problem is and take the houses.
But the problem is, if the houses are on fire, maybe we don't want to go there.
Yeah,
if there's
maybe
just
not the
like
houses on
candles,
fire.
that's what I'm saying. If they're just like little candlelights, and if it's completely dark, we also don't go there.
The village is not currently on fire.
That's good.
If you'd like to stay here, I can provide a bit of cover for us.
This is my family's territory, isn't it? Like this whole like kind of coastal.
Nephalia,
Yeah.
the county itself is under the auspices, not necessarily control, but
Yes.
under the auspices
Yes,
of your
yes.
bloodline.
She'll go. As much as I'd love to just stay out here, I feel inclined to go towards the village and at least let them know of the possible. I mean, I don't know if they're going to turn left or right, that big old undead horde, but they should at least maybe fortify a bit, pack their bags, let them know it's coming.
Fair. Providing you options.
I appreciate that.
There's not many lights in the village. There's a few, but not many.
It is pretty late, though.
Yes.
So, yeah, go to the village.
Another
Full
great
of undead, we leave. We just keep going. But if there's people, like, sleeping, I'll make an announcement.
So,
I am in no way tired right now.
Wonderful.
Yeah, most of you are tired now. But as you push on, you head into town. It is very quiet here. It is very quiet. All the sound that you hear is the creaking of boards in the dock and the sound of the ocean.
Too quiet?
Just awfully peaceful for this many buildings.
Windows intact?
Oh, yes.
Can I go up to one of the houses stealthily that has like a light on, like I can see light on, and try to like peek in, see what I see with what do my dampier eyes see?
My dampier eyes.
So first give me a stealth check.
I would love to. I'm allegedly so good at it.
She's been waiting for you to say that.
I'm expertised in it. I get one skill that I get to double, and I put it in stealth.
That's a good choice.
Vampires are so sneaky. 23.
23 is good. Now give me that perception check.
Okay, I don't have a plus 11 to that. Oh, but I did roll a 15. It's hard to see red dice with red glasses, but 15 plus 7, so 22.
22.
22.
This next question is important.
Oh, yes.
You creeping up to this window, are you looking through a window that is at normal eye height, or are you looking through the basement window?
Oh, I think we start basement and work our way up. You gotta start on the low and then go up. That way, because if you start high and then go down, people might see your feet. You have to start low and then look up.
You start at the basement window.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
And so you see through this window,
Yes.
there is a woman in this basement, dressed in sort of a lovely but somewhat tattered gown, dancing with a shovel. Looks like she's maybe singing to herself.
I feel like I've seen this on a magic card somewhere.
And she is in a delightful mood. And it looks just at the corner of your eye through this smudged, dirty glass, appears to be a table with someone lying on it.
how intact is this someone?
She looks like she's having fun.
They appear to be intact.
Oh, because, if they were very, dismembered, I might think she's one of those, stitchers? Is that what they're called? I remember my...
There are some that do the stitching, yes.
Yes. No, not this one, apparently. She's just real happy to have a Ooh. Does the person on the table look dead?
It's kind of hard to tell.
I think at this moment, now look in an upper window to see if there's a bloodbath upstairs.
You look upstairs. I'm going to keep the same one.
Sure.
And what you see through this obscured window
Yes.
at night
Gentle,
is
lacy, wafting curtains.
is you see a darkened room, but through an open door you see it looks like that's where there's the dining room. In this humble abode, and there are a number of people who appear to be having a late night supper, just sitting there. You can see the silhouettes, but you can't really see anything else. You don't necessarily see them stuffing their faces, but they're all at the table.
Are they moving?
You can't quite tell at this distance.
What if I move to a different window?
Sure, I'd like another stealth check, please.
I would love to give you one. Come on, Nova's dice. Thankfully I have a plus 11. That's a 19.
19.
Yes. No, wait, no, plus 11. 9, that's dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Okay.
20, yes. Because it's not plus
would
10,
do
it's
that.
plus 11.
So you creep about, you go to a different window, seeing to a different part of this house. And it looks like this is a child's room. Small bed, a number of toys scattered about. And your eyes meet a doll's eyes.
Oh no. Nope.
What do you do as you look upon this doll?
I'd look away. Dolls are kind of creepy.
When you look back around, the doll's gone.
I creep back to the group. I go, no, we're just gonna pass through.
I thought you wanted to warn the town of impending doom.
I think the town has other troubles at the moment.
Are you kidding me? I am exhausted.
Should we help?
Well, there's a lady dancing enthralledly with a shovel downstairs, a creepy doll that moves when you look away from it upstairs, and a family that may or not be alive, eating or not moving around a dinner table.
A creepy doll scares you.
I think we should leave this
You obviously
place.
never owned any haunted children's toys when you were growing up.
Actually, I probably had the few, yeah.
We should leave.
That's what I'm...
Are you doing this quietly or quickly?
Just keep walking. Just keep walking. don't make eye contact. Keep walking.
Octavia will cast, and also going to take note of this town's name, because just be like, so much fucking trouble about. I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace, because I apparently have that as well.
I see. We are going through all the spell slots today.
But going really quietly.
Hey. So
Just gonna stroll.
I need-
quietly.
I don't need stealth checks because you're burning spell slots. I admire this.
Yeah, okay.
But considering how far you've come,
Mhm,
I
mhm.
need another Constitution saving throw. from all of
That's fair. That's fair. That's fine. 18 plus 3. 21.
Natural one.
Oh
5.
no.
I stopped moving and became a plant.
18.
18. 24. Well, it has come to pass that the thing that was rolled happens.
Oh,
Oh no, Uranus.
great.
Oh no.
Wonderful.
Can't wait to see what it is.
Oh, I could, but
It's
I
an
won't.
alarm. It just goes off. It's real loud. Everyone hears it for miles.
No.
Yes.
So, Uranus, your body tires
Yes.
significantly as you press on for one more hour, making it about, I want to say, maybe 40 minutes outside of this village. And that's when you can't stay awake anymore. You fall into a deep and unrelenting slumber. We'll get back to what you dream about soon.
Wonderful.
Does Uranus just drop? Or is he?
Yep.
Look.
Just like
Just like a log.
We must keep moving.
How big is he? How big does he look?
I think that's Uranus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how big are you?
Let me double check. It's still a relatively new character. What did I say? He's over 6 foot tall, but he's only about 170 pounds. He's very thin.
Willowy.
Boom, boom. Thank you.
We could leave him as a distraction.
You know, it's tempting, but he does have good ideas on occasion. And he did help move quietly for the first bit.
We can't leave him behind.
Look, I'll grab the head or
I'll
the legs.
carry him.
We can just both lift. Unless you want to do it all yourself, I won't stop you.
I will carry him.
Wonderful, Wulfric. Thank you for being so helpful. Keep going.
You need to stop not too long after. Need to find a safe place.
Yes, I'll keep my eyes open. Soon as passed without a trace is up. No, just kidding. We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna look for a safe place. Yep.
Okay. Well, Wolfric will carry him though. Pick this dude up, and he's gonna throw him over his back. He's not gonna arm carry him. That'd be tiring as heck. He's gonna throw him over the back.
Okay. So, Octavia, you are searching for shelter.
Yes.
Make me a survival check, please.
I'm a ranger! That means I'm not shitty at survival on most occasions, but I've been
Let's
rolling
say
really well,
hopefully.
so I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Can I help?
No.
Okay. Well, without help, with a +7, we're at a 15.
Okay. So I have news.
Oh, I love news. Sometimes.
You have found a place that you can
Mhm.
rest. It seems as though at some recent point, an old graveyard has been completely dug up,
Oh! Wow, how convenient.
and
Like,
there are
wait, okay, I have one question about this sentence you just spoke.
Mhm.
Dug up, like, crawled out of graves, or dug up, like, with a shovel?
There's a lot of piles of dirt all over the place.
Shovel. Noted. I'm thinking about, like, I'm really glad I didn't say anything to that woman in there. It's just Octavia's mind.
And there are also a
Got
number of,
amazing back strength.
above ground crypts that their gates are all open.
Wide open.
And
Yes.
Yeah, so there's plenty of places to shelter here.
Looks real empty?
Looks real empty.
Perfect. We'll pick a nice crypt. They'll never suspect. They think they've cleared the place out already.
Let's hope they haven't.
Sure. But let's pick an empty crypt, no? Right. Like this one. This one looks nice. A little swanky. Marble, good, good class.
So you take shelter in this crypt.
The swankiest
I'm
crypt.
hearing.
Yes.
The swankiest crypt
Well, no,
this.
I'm sorry. The second swankiest. The swankiest might be too obvious. The second swankiest crypt. Yes.
Okay.
Standards.
The second swankiest crypt.
The
Yes.
undead pay attention to this.
They do.
Oh, goody. That is the ultra sad face.
Damn you, second swankiest crypt. You were always jealous of the swankiest one, weren't you?
So, it is time for one of my favorite things. It is time to sleep in Innistrad.
Yep.
And so, probably now around, we'll say 4 a.m.
Sure.
You finally take shelter. And in a place that is not conducive to slumber.
Oh, I just find a nice coffin and I just tuck right in.
Oh yes, the benefits of your condition.
Yeah, comfortable.
As Felzik also has benefits
Ooh,
for
so
his
blind.
condition. But first, we have someone who had a head start.
Oh boy. Got this, buddy.
Yay.
So, Uranus,
Yes.
you dream. Your mind wanders to deep dark forest, but it's not one you are familiar with. It is hilly, damp, and in its darkness, within its bowels, there are webs. So very many webs. Many small arachnids creeping about, tending to this communal web. And then you hear breathing. Deep, laborious breaths, almost in tune with the swaying of trees. And through this haze of darkness and web, you see not a full figure, you see more like a mask. It is wooden. Its eyes completely darkened, as though someone took pieces of onyx and placed them there. The horns themselves of this mask aren't like any animal you know. Not dragon, not deer, not ram. No, these things twist and turn in unnatural shapes, spirals. And as you plunge into an inky darkness, a dreamless sleep, before that plunge, you just hear, I see
I hear that all the time.
Made a friend.
Wolfric.
Yes.
You dream of home. You dream of Kasich. Its good earth, its many forests, the mountains. It is a place of hunt. It is a place that still has a primal heart in the midst of all this darkness. It is natural and it is beautiful in its own way. And in these idyllic scenes, there is the growing cracks of thunder. And you hear a straining that is not natural. Sounds akin more to some sort of mechanical device. One that is being torn to pieces. And you look up and you see the moon, but you get the sense that it is now stuck in the sky. No more sun. Time of eternal night. Octavia,
Yes.
you do not dream of home.
Oh. No?
Oh no. You do
Better?
not dream of woods. You dream of the ocean.
Oh. Nice. Swimming is delightful.
Its crashing waves, rhythmic, primordial, soothing. And in those crashes, there is a beat. A persistent, steady beat. One that now you will never forget. And in those times between dreaming and awake, you will always hear now.
Oh, no. Like a song you can't get stuck out of your head. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Felzik,
Yes.
it is often when you dream, you talk to a friend. That friend isn't there right now. Instead, you dream of darker places. Your mind finds itself underwater.
All right.
In the crushing depths, the embrace of something truly alien and dark. And there, amidst shadows that will never see light, you feel something wanting to reach out and embrace you. It wants you to come home, Felzik. It wants you to come home. And that is the sleep for all of you. Ronis, you're the
Ronis,
first one to wake up. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. I was worried. I'm surprised at my location. I look around.
You're in a crypt and
crypt?
Octavia's in a coffin.
I've woke up weird at places. check. I just check where we're at, and just out of habit, in a strange place, he uses an ability I haven't had a chance to use with everyone yet.
Oh.
Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow, which is during a short or long rest, which is the end of a long rest, I can invoke Shari Power of the Gloaming Court to guard a respite. So there's a 30-foot radius around us that gives us an extra bonus to stealth and perception checks, and no light from inside here will escape.
Very nice.
Just as soon as Uranus looks over at Felsic, Felsic's eyes shoot open and stare right back at him. Technically, I don't need to sleep.
Were you just sitting there waiting for me to wake up?
Yes.
Did you carry me back? What happened? I was walking, I got really tired, and then I don't remember anything but a really horrible dream.
It was him who carried you.
Wolfric?
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to thank him.
Well, I wouldn't thank him too quickly. He wanted to leave you behind as some sort of bait.
That's fair. That's why I'm thanking him. He didn't. Did you argue in my favor, friend?
Of course I did.
I knew you would. You're a good friend, Felsic.
Yes.
Octavia, you're the next to rouse.
Yes, I sit up just like that. Just the.
Of course you do.
It appears our companion has awakened.
Good morning.
And there's like a moment, and she's like, "Do I still hear?" Oh, good morning. I suppose.
Apologies. I'm not sure what came over me. I just sort of passed out, and now we're here. So I was told Wolfric carried me, so I want to apologize.
Did. Oh, you're fine. I mean, I didn't carry you. I mean, I would have. I did offer to, help Wolfric, but he said he had it. He's quite strong.
Oh, he does look like the quite strapping creature.
Emphasis on creature.
I was going to say beast, but it was too on the nose.
I think he's dreaming of running.
Is he kicking?
Oh, they're so cute when they do that.
Never get into werewolves.
And soon Wolfric, you too awaken.
He sits up, looks around, taking stock. He had a dream. He was running. And there was a moon, eternal night, chasing rabbits. It was great. No. He'll get up and he'll do the overly pronounced shoulder rolls, and everything is cracking and popping, just like everything's clicking and making horrible sounds. Kind of shakes his head and his neck, kind of like a dog. Hear the neck pop.
My bones are cracking like that. I'd want to see a doctor.
Oh, I'm gonna eat some of that baguette I snagged. I'm just gonna be like, just start munching that baguette. As you know, we're supposed to eat. Yes.
Did everyone bring enough food?
I look at everyone in the group and I go, yes.
Wow.
Uranus says a few words and kind of pulls out a few berries from his pack and rolls together. It's like, if you're hungry, I know not everyone eats the berries like I do, but these help.
Wolfric would slap a quarter of a steak in your other hand that's still kind of raw from the end. Slap that in there and you take one of your berries.
No, Wolfric, thank you. Keep this. I don't really eat a lot of meat.
You need the protein. You passed out.
No, that wasn't it. But thank you.
I don't know. It could be. Maybe
thank you for caring. No, I didn't eat as much as I should have yesterday.
I'll take the steak.
Oh, here.
Thank you.
The berries are great, though. They fill you up for the day.
Are these good berries?
They are very good berries.
Sorry.
Belzer, could you like one of my very good berries?
You want one, Cretan?
Those sound delightful, Master.
Have one.
There you go. Oh, and just in case, there's a few more. Everyone take one. Just
Thank you.
if you happen to fall unconscious due to aggressive actions against you, someone could place one of those in your mouth and maybe you'll wake up.
Interesting berries.
They're quite good.
I'll save it for
Emergency purposes.
let's see.
Emergency berries. Good.
Yes.
Yeah, if only I could note that down on my equipment.
Like I said, they're very good berries.
The night here was uneventful, but what now?
Did you all have weird dreams about forests?
No, not about forests. I dreamed of the ocean.
It was woods and mines.
Yes, the ocean.
The ocean, yes, waves,
Nothing
lovely.
In the ocean, yes.
Yes.
Has anyone ever
rolling,
seen a
okay.
strange wooden mask with strange horns?
No.
Can't say I spend too much time in the woods. I mean, I do, but not like, with masked people. Not masked like that.
But
Anyway.
wooden masks are quite popular, but normally they resemble animals of nature.
Feels like
Stag
intrigued.
horns.
Would that ring a bell to Wolfric of any kind of clan or cult that he knows of in his woodland area that may have done that with masks?
Go ahead and roll me a history check, Wolf.
That's actually a question if he's ever encountered that. My guy's supposed to be Wolfric's supposed to be a little older. He's not a young one.
Yeah. So roll me a history.
Okay. Just curious. That is a 10.
You ain't that.
And there are a number of cults that use wooden masks of all sorts of shapes and sizes and auspices that even with the description, you can't quite narrow it down to a specific instance.
He'll just brush it off in his mind. Then it's just generic woodland.
All right.
It feels like, did you also dream of the ocean?
Yeah, well, the ocean was part of my dream. There was something dark.
Like a song that just doesn't end? No?
No
No.
song.
I see.
And while they're pondering all this, can Wolfric maneuver to the crypt and the doors, gently and slowly poke his head outside and look and listen and see if he sees, smells, hears anything? Undead, maybe. Probably smells like dead, but
No, it just smells like the ocean. Turned earth.
okay.
There's all those on the wind.
Then he will fully stand outside then and observe the area, make sure everything looks good. And if it is, he will kind of poke back into the door and say, "We should leave."
Oh yes, I quite agree. As soon as everyone's finished eating, we should continue on the road.
I'm ready to go.
You have some mana or something?
No, my family does, yes.
Your family.
Will your family welcome us, or should we find a place to stay while you visit?
My family is pretty cool with humans. Would my family appreciate? Well, I mean, that's not the right way to phrase that, I suppose. I'm sure they always appreciate good guests. But
Do we have any humans?
They have humans.
Did we have humans? I don't know that we have any
That's
humans.
true. That's true. No humans in the group. What would my family think of bringing slightly unconventional guests over to the house?
As long as you own them.
It depends. Are these your people? Are they yours?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured that was going to be the Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then they're yours. That means you're responsible for them.
Yeah. Ooh, she doesn't like that thought. Looks at Felsic. Looks at Wilfred.
What?
And she just looks at you two and goes, it might be better if you had accommodation.
Just want to peruse your library, that's all.
If you tell me of any books you're interested in, I might be able to borrow them for you.
All the books.
I can't get all of the books for you. Any specific topics you have interest in more than others?
Ancient books.
I'll take a look. Old books. Well, let's go.
Felsig just smiles with excitement, and we'll go then.
Yes, let's. We'll have another long day of traveling ahead of us since we took the long way around.
It feels like you're quite a voracious reader.
Yes, I like to pursue old knowledges. Yes.
Like what sort of topics? I mean, let's keep walking. Conversation for the road.
Yes.
Well, many, but the ones that interest me the most are, well, theories on life extension.
Oh.
Fascinating topic.
I agree.
Yes, I think I saw Deknari maybe reading a book about fiction, of course, but something about that the other day.
There's a lot of drawbacks to that. Most people who help you with that sort of thing have quite expensive costs associated.
I know people who could help extend. Well, it wouldn't. I mean, it's a lifestyle.
There's one problem. You have to be living.
Well,
Oops.
Whoops.
So you continue your travels away from this village that is now very quiet.
Very quiet. Yes.
Very quiet.
Yes. Yes. We're far away. Gonna have to just be like, so necromancers about this village is gone. This village is gone. Headed this way. Here's the trajectory. Prepared for damage control.
Are you sure your family's going to be all right? It seems like there's quite a lot of random undead in all parts of your holdings.
My family will be fine. They're not going to be pleased to know that all the, townsfolk have been turned undead, but
I didn't mean, right. I didn't think your family was going to be upset about it in per se, but you just lost a lot of villages.
Yes, they will be upset.
That's got to be
that.
a lot of income lost.
I know. It's kind of awful. But, I can't fight against an entire horde of undead by myself. I mean, I could, I just don't see it ending particularly well. And, knowledge is power, and so if I tell them about it, what direction they were going, which towns are already, they can do something. Which is why speed is of the essence.
So you're going for speed now?
Yes, now that we're past what she thinks is past the initial...
We're going for distance. We're going for
speed.
So,
sorry, that song's
my speedy heroes. Give me a athletics check, please.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Look.
Let's see how this do.
21.
Athletics. Oh yeah. 22, natural 20.
I've shockingly rolled well. 18 plus
shockingly.
1 is 19.
Felsic, how are you doing?
Oh no. Felsic.
It wasn't a natural one.
Oh no.
It was a 2.
It was a 2. Okay.
What's
So
You
3.
also have a +1. We rolled on opposite ends. This streak is going to end terribly.
The strange merchant can't keep up.
Undead legs are not meant for speed.
Not meant for running.
Felsic is a creature I appreciate. Someone who likes the finer things in life, like carriages and horses, and moving with leisure.
Oh no!
And so
I picture the entire time, like freaking Cretan's just like sitting on his head or something. He's weighing him down even more.
No. Cretan knows better. And there are times when Wolfric gives you that a sort of sour look, and then you just feel Cretan's claws just grab into your cloak and just like his little wings bat very hard, trying to urge you forward.
For repulsion. It'd be funny if like you see his head like tip forward.
No. I can just see his hair all of a sudden looks windswept in occasional moments.
Push. Yeah.
Nice.
That's like, are you having trouble?
I'm just having trouble keeping this pace.
I could help with that if you wish.
Oh, would you?
Yes, I'd be more than happy to help my friend Felsick.
How grand.
Warhorse.
Oh,
You see my wild shape. First one for next 3 hours. I am your loyal steed. Now I don't have any tact or harness or anything like that.
Would
but
you
can
like
bear
me
back a
to make
warhorse.
sure he doesn't fall off?
we have already mentioned that Felsic does not wear a cup, and we there is no saddle. And I'm sorry, folks, men should be riding side saddle, not the ladies.
Why is this happening?
And
Aranis steed just whinnies at you.
Uh-huh.
I am not going to cause an unfortunate series of events to occur from this gift at this point. So you have a ride, Felsic. It's not necessarily the most pleasant one, but you are
I
able
want
to
to
keep
run
at better.
behind Aranis for this, so that way if Felsic looks like he's going to fall off, I can just web him to the horse.
You please do not let the horse.
Alright, then I'll just keep running, then it'll be fine, I'm sure.
We could just lay him over it like like saddlebags.
Just tie him.
Just tie me to the horse.
Yeah, Felsic, now you won't fall off. There you are.
Wow, thank you, friends. This is
Take
much better.
let your feet rest a bit, yeah?
So I'm hearing that when you guys make some money, you need a Felsic transport device that you carry with you. Maybe like a sled with a coffin that you just throw your undead friend into.
Coffin on wheels.
Make this work. Yeah.
So with this,
We just put some wheels on his shoes and give him a rope. Go.
we do not need Felsic on wheelies. So
We
Spider-Man.
used to have the giant backpack. We could convert that somehow
Oh,
into
a
some sort
wheelbarrow.
of transport device.
Yeah, just get a
Yeah.
wheelbarrow. Run with that.
Oh, but- no, we're gonna turn your bag into like a modern day luggage bag with off-roading wheels, and we'll just have you sit on it and pull you.
well,
We've got ideas for when we reach the next non-undead infested
Yeah.
town.
I have news.
Oh no.
Yes.
So after a good 6 hours,
Mm-hmm.
you finally see your first city.
All right. What condition is the city in?
You have found the notorious Drown Yard.
Oh, all right.
Now, if this is 6 hours, that means I used both of my my wild shapes.
Okay. Yeah, this is 6 hours.
Okay, I'll go ahead and mark both of them off.
And you have found the Drown Yard.
What do I know about the Drown Yard?
It is the largest port in
Mhm.
Innistrad.
Oh,
That's cool.
It also is home to possibly the largest concentration of Stitchers, necromancers in all of Innistrad.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
They have strong feelings about recycling here.
You know, it's good to be eco-conscious.
And yes, there is a great deal of commerce for your family that runs through here.
Mm-hmm. Is there any like summer home that they have here or anything like that?
No, but your father lives here.
Cool. Maybe we'll pop
The
by.
lighthouse you can easily see from here.
Mm-hmm. Good news, everyone. We're at the drown yard.
Oh,
Yes.
Is that
there's a
really
yard
good
of
news?
drown.
Well, you're not. Well, I was about to say, well, you're not dead. So, and then I look at Felsic.
Is there like a inn or something around here?
Oh, there are plenty.
Yes. Large
That,
city.
I've heard tales of this place. We've been running from necromancers and undead, and
Well,
there's quite a few here.
yes, there is.
Are they family employed, or should we worry?
I'm sure some of them
more?
are.
To describe the drown yard a bit,
Please.
there is out on this man-built sandbar, this projection out sits the lighthouse of the drown yard. And then there is the port itself, but as the port sweeps round on the northern side, there is a cliff. And there is an actual keep that is up the side of that cliff. And there are homes built all the way down, and the few industrious goblins that live here have built warrens into the side of the cliff face, and that is where the goblins make their homes. There's some mining here. It seems as though there are a number of curios underneath the castle in the stone, but sometimes the goblins unearth for significant money from those that collect them. But this is a place of commerce, of people disappearing both from life and from death. Depends on how much money you have. There is also a small academy for those who wish to practice the Stitcher's art.
Oh. It's good to know anatomy. Yes.
There are a number of anatomists here, ones that take pride in their work, and one of Innistrad's few detective agencies, private, exists here.
Oh.
So, and thus is the drown yard. Cobblestone streets, wooden planks, decking, many wood buildings, few stone, and a constant light fog coming from the bay.
Mm-hmm. How long have we been? What time of day is it? Like, how long have we been on the road today?
You've been on the road 6 hours, and you woke up late in the morning.
Late, yes.
So we'll say it's just around 6.
Okay.
Just about 6, like 5:45.
Hmm.
So you've got some time before the sun sets. Some.
Well, we could stay here for the night in an inn and then head out bright and early in the morning. What do you all think of that?
Do you know of a good place?
I've been here before. Do I know of a good place to stay?
So tell me, Octavia,
Yes.
What happened the last time you came here?
What happened the last time I came here? Well, I visited dear old dad, dearest father, and then, I feel like the question is, was Dicknari with me or not? Because Dicknari was with me, we probably stayed indoors most of the time. But if Dicknari was not with me, because I do travel without her, a good portion of the time, then probably tried to make some friendly contacts, in town, because it's better to have friends than enemies, as I think is Felsik's motto. Yes.
Um,
Or to at least be on pleasant terms with the denizens of this place where my father lives and works.
Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you introduced your father to Deknaria?
Well, we've been dating 10 years. She's met the rest of the family. I think the last time she visited, she told him about Deknari and said that she would bring her by soon.
Soon is a vague term amongst vampires.
It is.
They live a very long time.
Mm-hmm. So she can meet him. But he does know of Deknari. I will say he knows of, and probably even what she is. So again, it's not like a big shock, but hasn't met her yet.
I see.
Because, wouldn't want that to come out, right? Like, hi, here's my girlfriend. Oh, you noticed she's half angel. Ugh. Wants that to be processed by the time he meets Deknari.
So we'll say that you did not come with her here last, and you tried to make friends.
Yes.
So let's make a couple of tried to make friends rolls. shall we?
Sure. Yes.
So let's try a first persuasion roll to see how this goes.
I'm not unpersuasive. Unless I rolled a 2. In which case that's a 7.
7. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
It's good to know. That's one not friend.
Yes, I would say very, very much that you made a not friend. We will find out who the not friend is.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, that's a sad face.
But not the saddest of faces.
Not the
so
saddest of faces, but
I'll
it is a
take
sad
it.
face.
I'll take not the saddest or the angry
Oh,
face.
Dad, he hasn't seen you in so long.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and give me another one in hopes that you have made a friend.
A singular friend. Yes, I knew it was going to end. This string of good luck. Okay, that's better. Plus 5. 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 16 is an interesting number. I like it.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
Academia or artisan?
Ooh, that is an interesting choice. I mean, look, her intelligence is pretty good. But how interested is she in books? Not, like, ridiculously. Let's go with artisan.
Artisan.
Yes. Academia, tempting. I know Felsik would have loved it, but I think she would have tried to make an artisan friend.
Okay. So you're going to your friend Lynn's.
Lynn's? Okay.
Lynde.
Oh, wonderful. You've sent me this card.
So she is a maker and collector of curios. Also a painter. She likes the finer things in life and
I do
has made a home in the drown yard. It's also a great way to just, get out into the ocean, leave for a while, come back.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you head up to Lynn's cliffside manor, so close to the keep. And good news, she's home.
Oh, wonderful.
Octavia, darling, it's so good to see you. I'm surprised.
Lind, are you surprised? I didn't write it in advance. I'm terribly sorry. Wasn't expecting to come by this way. There was a horde of undead.
That sounds unpleasant. Is that why you have...
Yes. Well, one of several reasons. They were around in one of my aunt's manors.
Nothing serious, I hope.
Nothing serious enough to be concerned about at the moment. I maybe shouldn't tell her about vampire ghosts, so you know.
All right. She puts on her best, but not quite best. Forced hostess smile.
They're quite interesting. At least amusing. Especially that one. Point at Felsic.
Felsic is just looking through all the artwork around, and ooh, is that one for sale? Oh, I love that one.
Very curious.
You remind me of a gentleman I once knew.
Oh, I hope that's a good thing.
He's a cad.
Well, see, then I won't be purchasing any of your artwork.
I see. And she goes, leaves you for a bit. When you next see her, she has some knitting.
I'm sure you'll be out of your hair early morning. We have to get back to the rest of my family. I do think I should pop by and see my father while I'm here, though.
Is a beautiful but very lonely figure in town.
Hence why I should stop by.
If you think it's prudent.
Yes, there's certain things I should probably tell him. Family drama.
So
He should
you
at
want
least
me
be
to
informed.
look after your associates?
And I look at them all. And I look at her with a look on my face that says, I am sorry. If you don't mind. But if they want to walk around town, I wouldn't stop them.
She leans in. How attached are you to the interesting one?
He just wants to be such good friends with everyone. He's definitely the most amusing out of the bunch.
I don't find him very amusing.
What about him don't you find amusing? I'm rather curious.
There are some things that I have long practiced and have given up. He makes me want to practice them again.
Well, if you want to keep him very occupied, just let him read a book. Or tell him to read some of his own. He has a bunch he hasn't read yet. He's very much a nerd. Like, hardcore obsession with books. I think they might be a fetish.
Oh, I very much don't like him.
I'll be back soon. Everyone, I'm going to visit my father real quick. I'll be back. This is my friend Lind.
Do you need company? I hate to be a bother or burden to your friend.
I don't need company, but if you wish to Accompany, I would not stop you.
But I don't want to be a burden on it either way, so I.
Just as he says burden, just backpack drops off. Felsick's
Can Wolfric kind of come up from behind on this as well, though, towards Octavia, be like, I will be accompanying you.
Wonderful, Wilfric.
Yep. I'll stay with Felsick then. I might need a friend to keep an eye on.
Yes, that's just what I wanted. To have more time with you.
Wonderful. We've become such close friends.
Yeah.
Look over to our host. It's like, I appreciate your kind hospitality at this time of our trying needs. Thank you very much.
Anything I can pick you up while I'm in town? Anyone?
I do seem that if I may, I find myself in need of some burlap. So if you can pick some up, that would be great.
I will fetch you some.
Thank you.
Of course.
Can Wolfric get a scent off this lady? Anything special? Unique notes?
She smells of old and powerful.
Ooh. Creepy. Okay. Thank you.
Cool.
And I leave with Wilfric.
Can't let you escape. You're my link to my target. You ain't going anywhere.
Be back.
And so we leave Uranus and Felsick in Lynn's happy home. And we head off.
She's a fun person. Really lovely.
The most fun. But before we head to the lighthouse, Uranus, Felsick, give me a perception check, please.
Of course.
Perception. Right.
I rolled a 16. 7 plus 9.
I rolled a 9 plus 3, but I want to use my knowledge of the past to get an extra d6.
Okay.
Which I got a 5. So 17.
17, 16. Okay. The artwork in here, like there's towards the front of the house where it's much more in keeping with the scenery. But in other parts of the house, there is scattering of paintings of a single subject. A man that looks somewhat familiar to Felsick, except different hair, much goatee as opposed to a beard. And him in different terrible situations. Just different instances of seemingly bad things about to happen or bad things happening to him. And so there's that. And there's one last thing, Felsick, that you managed to see. There is a small burlap doll that is sitting on the mantle of her fireplace.
Oh. You see that doll?
No, what doll?
Oh, the one over there.
He
No.
points it out. You can see it.
Oh, that burlap doll. Yes, what about it?
It's interesting.
Is it?
Something about it. It's unique.
In our world, you trust your instincts, Felsick. If you find it unique, then look into it.
I'm gonna go get me a doll.
and I leave him alone.
You approach the doll. You notice that there's a number of pins in it,
Oh,
and that it has splotches of different color paints along the burlap.
huh. It's kind of weird. Just like pull out one of the pens, put it in somewhere else. It's so fun.
The most sad face. We'll deal with that later.
Oh no.
So, yes. We now cut to the roaring of waves again. There's been a familiar sound for tonight's story. But it is getting to be dusk when you arrive at the home of your father at the lighthouse.
Oh, and along the
Oh.
way, I have, like, changed with my super awesome glamored outfits to be wearing, like, something that looks very presentable to be visiting a member of family. Less travel-y, more clone here.
Wolfric could be like, you look ridiculous.
You don't know anything about fashion.
And your father greets you at the door. He is dressed nowhere near in the finery that you are. He is in a simple shirt, leather suspenders, holding up his, simple woolen trousers, brown leather boots. He looks happy and surprised that you are here.
Father, it's good
Davia.
to see you.
It's good to see you too. I don't think this is Dak. Who is
No, this isn't Jack. This is this is Wolfric. I met him very recently. Traveling in the same direction.
Oh.
He's looking for Runo.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting?
Have you seen him recently?
No.
No one has. I keep telling you this.
I must ask you about him more later.
Please. I was a very busy man.
Come in.
Like, ugh.
What does this guy smell like? And I won't do this for every NPC. It's just kind of important characters, so
Yeah.
I won't kill you too much.
A little like Octavia. There's like a
Old and powerful smell still. Okay.
there's a slight hint that has some familiarity with Runo, but less so than Octavia.
Interesting. Okay.
That is interesting. I
Okay.
don't know what to think about that. How have you
On
been?
family business. Well enough. Life doesn't really change here.
I see. A bit of family business. I decided to take the long route home. There was a rather large swarm of undead. At some nearby towns, and I'll tell them the names of the towns that we just snuck past in the night.
What are you doing out at Jalerva's?
I was sent to check up on her. To see if she was alive, dead. No one's heard from her in a while. And the news is most distressing. You're going to think I'm insane when I say this, but I swear that it's true. She's a ghost at present. And her cat, and her little cat too. I know. It shouldn't be possible. Yet here we are.
Not on the best terms with family, but they need to know.
Which is why I think I've slept like 6 hours in the past 2 days, so going to get a bit of rest here this evening and then heading towards home some more. Just not via the undead horde route.
If you and your friend need a place to stay, you're more than welcome here.
Thank you. Remember that friend I made a few years ago, Lind?
Yes.
Yes. There's a couple others who are also in Jaleva's Manor. One was looking for books. The other one was also curious if she was alive or dead. They're at her place for the moment. I didn't want to, bring so many people over and possibly torment you with them. So... But if the company would be welcome, I'm sure Lynn would appreciate me getting them out of her hair.
I think your associates will appreciate not being with Lynn.
It's me laughing, not Octavia.
She's not one for many visitors.
No, I felt rather bad about it. She'll be very thrilled to know that, you're having us all here tonight. It's been forever. Well, not actually forever. It's been too long, Father. And she'll go in for the hug.
Comes you back. Now, let's get them here and
Alright.
get them safe. That woman is not known for her patience.
No. But I just had to see you first.
Is she going to kill them?
Not kill.
Lind does not kill. She practices arts that are far worse than death.
They'd be fine. Therapy. Who doesn't?
I hope you're in time.
And we'll hurry back to grab the other two.
Could Wolfric actually ask to stop and stay to talk with her dad for a minute if you're going?
Actually, I have a better idea. Hold up.
Okay, hold on.
Uranus is like some druidy figure. I'm going to pull out a little batty bat. Pull out a little bat. And I'm gonna put on tiny note.
Like a little note around its foot.
Yes. And the note's just gonna say, because again, bats, they can't carry like a couple grapes, they're not very big, so it's just like this big. It says one word, and that one word is leave.
You might want to put two words: leave, space, lighthouse.
Yes, near the back, leave, and then arrow,
Lighthouse
on the back. Yes, and I put that on, and I speak with animals, and I tell my darling little
What's his name?
his
Or
name.
her name?
Oh, their name is Flappy.
Theirs. Flappy.
Yes, Flappy.
Oh.
Flappy's been with me since I was, very young, so, it's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna send Flappy, I'm gonna tell Flappy. The tree-looking one, give him this note, please.
And flies away.
Yeet.
The Flappy is yeeted, and
Flappy flies, but cat toys don't have the ability to do so.
no.
I've stolen this from Tesla. She's not too upset about it, but
No, she's chill.
So
go Flappy.
Felsic.
'Cause Flappy can go faster, straight lines.
I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. $17.
You know what the note would say? Come dash lighthouse. That's what the note would say.
I have news.
Leave it in the lighthouse.
So
That's good news.
you are now cursed.
All right.
This will get progressively worse if it is not dealt with.
Oh.
The good news is the first effect doesn't really hurt you. It helps those that do hurt you.
Well, that's groovy.
Any being that deals damage to you will heal to health.
Well, I'll just have to keep him from dealing damage to me then. That's the simple way to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be it.
If I find that out and I need health, I'm just gonna rage slap you a few times to get my health back. That's neat.
Thought of a better bat name too. Batilda. Batilda.
It's a good name.
Okay.
It's a good name.
So
Okay.
that is the curse's current manifestation.
All right.
It can get worse.
That here.
So I am so terribly sad Nugget's not here for this. So yes, Batilda makes their way to
Yes, and I
Lynn's
follow,
house.
but I have to pick up burlap on my way back, so I do.
Yeah. And you Aratus, you receive this bat that flies through an open window, finds you, and just like perches and with one of its feet, you see that it's has clasped in the tiny claw a strip of paper.
I give it scritches, and then I check the paper.
One side says leave, and then there's an arrow, and the other side says lighthouse.
We're not at a lighthouse. Why would we leave the lighthouse?
Leave.
Felsic!
I hide the doll in my coat. What?
Oh, Octavia sent us a bat telling us that we should leave the lighthouse. Here, look.
It says leave on one side, then has an arrow, and the opposite side says lighthouse.
They're leaving the lighthouse?
That's possible.
No, I
What do
think
you- Or did she want us to leave and meet her at the lighthouse?
what's the arrow mean?
Either go to or look on the other side.
Look on the other side of the lighthouse.
I look at Batilda. Batilda, do you know what she wants us to do? Oh, you do? Wonderful. If I had speak with animals, I would be able to understand in a heartbeat.
All you hear is cute little beep, 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 beep.
I think they want us to go to the lighthouse.
Oh, well then, grab your things. Is our hostess nearby?
Lind? Yes, she's in a sitting room working on some knitting.
Mistress, I appreciate your hospitality, but it seems we've been summoned away from your home. I want to again thank you for your kindness in this time, and we will be leaving.
Certainly.
Yes. Goodbye. Nice. Maybe.
Head out, taking Batilda with me.
Hilda just like hangs from something.
Probably from one of my antler.
Yeah. Oh, just
type
upside
things.
down. You just got a little
Yep.
bat. Yeah.
So you are stealing the doll.
Well, it's a unique item, right?
Right.
Quite unique.
Quite unique.
Well, I love unique items. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We just cut over to me in the marketplace. Your finest burlap. I need it.
Sure.
Thank you. Just cut back.
Okay. That is going to have so many ramifications now.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Behold, one of the most powerful and terrible artifacts in all of magic history. At least one of my personal favorites.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's fun.
For me, yes.
I'm glad
So-
you're having a good time.
It is absolutely delightful. So yes, our two friends make their way out of Lynn's house, and Octavia, you make your way to
Yes, with
Lynn's
the because
house.
regardless of if we stay the night or not, she asked me to get burlap. I am getting this woman burlap.
This is part of the reason she likes you.
Yes.
But Wolfric, you wanted to speak with Octavia's father.
Yeah. For the most part, the rest of the conversations, depending how long it takes, would be probably just some simple talking. But he'd open with asking him, "You smell of the blood of Stromkirk, but you don't. Your daughter smells more of her. Or excuse me, more of him. Where would he be if he's not here? And why do you smell different?"
I have not been with my family for some time. I am exiled here for a slight against them and my personal choices. But Octavia was kept and raised by my family. And so it is no surprise that the blood runs stronger than her than me. So as part of my penance, I stay hungry. I do not feed as often. Keeps me weak.
Do you intend to do that to remain hidden?
I don't need to hide. Everyone knows who I am. No one knows where I am.
You should regain your strength. Things seem to be coming this way. I hunt, for my own reasons, but I'm running out of ways to find him. I've been told he is now moving inland, but at low speed. Yet, I have an instinct that he may or may not be looking for something of importance. Or someone.
The old man was eccentric to begin with. He did not appreciate the family's financial obsession and was more interested in more esoteric pursuits. He went about becoming what he is and founding the family line because of a pursuit of the esoteric, wanting time to explore means of power, whether that was serving in another entity's feet or taking things for himself.
What power did he gain that I might know in case I have to cross paths?
He's one of the eldest. He was one of the first turned. He was one of the founders that Markov, well, when Edgar discovered his cure for aging. And Bruno was wealthy, respected, and feared enough that Edgar, for his own reasons, turned him. And as an eldest, he possesses powers that not any of us do. I do not know the length and breadth of what Bruno is capable of.
He kind of just ponders over this. It's kind of in silence. Wolfrick's more of a think, not much talk type of guy. So he just ponders over this news and information. I think he'd probably call it good at that beyond expressing to him his own way. Thanks for that. And yeah, you may want to beef up a little bit in case this undead stuff we encountered comes this way, continues to, or whatever else is coming this way.
If it's undead, the citizens of the Drown Yard have nothing to fear.
Fair.
We have more than our fair share, and I wouldn't be surprised if... And he looks up towards the castle. If the madman welcomes their visit.
The madman.
A young fellow. He is a stitcher by trade, but practices more esoteric arts than that. He pushed out Ludwig during the travails, took out residence in the castle, and has been practicing. I hear tell that he learned from his slightly older sister, who may be menacing the countryside. They don't see eye to eye.
Then it would be best if we avoid this man and leave tomorrow.
Unless you're folk who are part of the system set up here in the Drown Yard. It was safer to not be here than be here. If you are looking for Bruno, be careful. He wasn't well last I saw him.
Noted. I think we'd probably even call it good at that for what Wolfrick would need.
So you returned with Lynn's burlap. It's good to see you. Your associates, I believe, received your message and are
Yes.
at least
I thought I
out
wanted
and
to meet
about
them.
town. Your father's a good man, if not a cursed one.
Yes. Yes, he is. To the best burlap I could find.
Smiles broadly. When your associate decides to return my property, then the trouble might stop.
Spell sick, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yes. How much trouble is it going to give him?
The old ways take time, but eventually it becomes bad.
I see. Yeah. That could be entertaining. I'll make sure it gets back to you.
Thank you, dear.
And, you know, like, kiss, kiss.
Oh.
Go. Yes?
And when it starts to give him trouble, don't hit the thing. Whatever you do, do not hit it.
Noted. Putting it in my notes right now. Do not hit the thing. L6 stole from Lind. All caps, bold, underlined. That's it. Going to make sure they don't give my father too much trouble, but it was lovely to see you.
Yes. And do be careful, dear. There's new wind out.
Yes, yes, things are odd as of late. Take care of yourself.
As you leave,
Back.
we hold on Lind for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
As she heads to her own study, pulls out a book, opens it up, flips through the pages. We see symbols that we've seen before. Her fingers still young, live, but long now that we take a closer look at them. Well manicured. Well, looks like you, old bastard, are trying to wake up. That's unfortunate. And we cut back to the lighthouse. Octavia, with your speed, you manage to catch up with Aramis and Felzik. We're probably taking a far more casual pace.
Friends, you got my message. Wonderful.
Yes, it was a little unclear. You said just
I
leave.
I realized I probably should have said come to Lighthouse, but
Oh.
I was more just trying to impart that you should leave.
Batilda was quite insistent that we leave. So
Batilda's a very
they did their
smart
job.
bat.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll just open up my cloak for Batilda to fly back in and nuzzle up like a sweet little bat. You're so cute. Yes, we're going to stay at my father's tonight.
Oh, you seem
Lind-
concerned about us meeting your father.
I wasn't sure if he was in the mood for company. He's a very lonely man at times, but sometimes that means he does not want to really be around a lot of people, even though he's lonely, because it sometimes just reminds him of his loneliness. So I wanted to see how he felt first, but he offered, so we're going to accept that offer. Because Lind, I love Lind, she's darling, but she doesn't like you. She points at Felsic. And if Lind doesn't like someone, that usually doesn't end well for them.
I found her quite pleasant.
You know, that the same could be said of me.
I would imagine so. Let me know if you start feeling a bit off, Felsic.
What do you mean?
Just anything feels out of the ordinary.
Just kind of cracks his neck.
Oh, don't be run away. It's apparently a slow process.
What's a slow process?
I assume curses.
Curses.
Yes.
She cast no spell upon me.
Oh, I don't
I
think
know.
she did. Well, she might have. Felsic, did
Yeah.
you take anything from Lynn's house?
What? How dare you accuse me of thievery?
Oh, I'm not accusing. She is. I'm just relaying the message. But
I'm watching this-
she's not terribly bothered. She just says that when it starts to give you a lot of trouble, returning it might help.
I only ask, can I insight Felsic? Because I saw how interested he was in quite a few things inside the house, and I'm
By all
very
means, let's see how this plays.
Look,
Please.
of course, look, I didn't take anything, so there's nothing to give me trouble.
I rolled an
Good.
18.
Elzik, would you like to deceive Uranus?
Sure, I'll try here. $19.
It continues. I can never, ever catch Trip
Never can catch
in a
him.
lie.
Any game.
No game. I can't do it. Yeah. I just kind of smile at Felsic. Yeah. Didn't
11.
expect so.
Octavia doesn't even try to insight because she's just curious to how this all plays out. She's like, oh, if you didn't say anything, it's fine, but sounds like you took something or she planted something on you. Either way, we'll find out what it is eventually.
I could have sworn I would have imagined he took something, but I guess not.
Oh, well,
That's
he doesn't have anything to worry about. But if he did, not that I'm saying you did, she did, I'm not saying it, is going to cause you trouble in a certain length of time, and that if you're not feeling great, don't hit it. Whatever you do, do not hit the thing. That's
Why
all.
would I hit it?
That sounds awfully cryptic. Don't hit the thing.
Yes, if you are feeling, if things get really bad, whatever you do, and she doesn't say things like that lightly, whatever you do, don't hit it.
I wouldn't ever hit it. I think it's cute.
What's cute?
Nothing!
It's Pat Felsic.
Am I cute, master?
Yes! Yes, Creighton! I was talking about Creighton. He's so cute. Look at him.
He's still invisible.
I imagine that Octavia's, like, blind side is, like, kind of echolocation-ish. Like, it's just, you just get the pings, and so I just see this flappy little round thing. I'm like, does seem rather rotund. That
Hi.
hell-ridden bat. Let's go meet my father. I don't want to live
Yes.
with Wolfric too long.
Does he like ancient literature?
He might.
Then I'm interested.
Wonderful fellow. Quite lovely. Very nice.
So when you come back, he opens the door, sees Uranus, sees you, sees Felsic. I hope you got out in time.
Well, maybe not in time, but at least I have a heads up and a warning.
Oh my, come inside.
This is Uranus, Urana, and this is Felsic.
Yes.
Pleasure
Hi.
to meet you.
This is my father.
Brimstone. What smells of brimstone?
Oh, that would be Cretan. I'll point at something invisible.
Find the list.
You're not a fan?
You usually cause more trouble than you're worth.
Oh, not Cretan. He's actually a pretty good guy.
Then just turns and looks at you, Octavia.
What can I say? There was an interesting conglomerate of people at Aunt Glaiva's house.
So A
Dagnari
werewolf
was
from
there too, but she's we kind of got separated a bit during the whole horde dilemma. I'm hoping that she'll rejoin us. I left her a note, so
Well, there was the desecration of all the protective
yes,
enchantments.
every symbol of Avicen was like desecrated in that town.
What did you find at Jalevas?
That she was a ghost. There was also a creepy temple.
There was a
in her
great big
house.
grave thing that tried to kill me.
That too. We
Titan or something? It hurt.
Also, this the marble staircase is a bit ruined. There's this amalgamation. Looks like a stitcher put it together almost, but with more alchemy, acid blood. That didn't make it.
There was the mobile Iron Maiden.
Oh yes, that thing. There's
That
also a
almost got
cage,
your
the feet.
girlfriend.
There was yes, that was not good. There's a cat killer. It's a ghost as well.
Animated armor.
Animated armor. That's right. I must have about that one. Lots of
Okay,
magical traps.
But-
Look, Jaleva had a lot of free time, is what I'm getting a picture.
I understand that, but that doesn't sound like anything that would cause the desecration.
No, which is why I'm a bit baffled, honestly. In the next town over, there was a woman in a basement with a body on a table next to her, dancing with a shovel. She seemed quite elated. Necromancer, probably. Creepy doll upstairs.
Our
Graveyard was dug
innkeeper.
up.
Our innkeeper left a very nicely appointed inn and just left because he said it was going to be very bad.
Iggy.
Yes. Oh, Iggy. That's right.
I don't know any Iggy.
I don't either.
Um,
Well, except for that one.
I see the madman's sister is nearby.
So it might seem. There's a decently large-sized undead horde traveling. We've been going at a very brisk pace.
You should be safe, at least for the night.
That's what I'm thinking. Leave early in the morning.
Not too early. You don't want to be out when the geists are.
Oh, that's true. After breakfast, then. Oh, I brought you something, and I'll give him a lovely bottle.
Decent vintage. Where'd you get this?
Oh, from the inn that we were staying at.
Surprising.
Was well stocked.
Seems you are moving up the world.
I can try.
I guess your friends don't partake?
No. Thank you.
Don't want to assume.
Felsik's just already looking through things.
I'll partake a small amount.
Very well. Open it and let it breathe. If you're looking for arcane curios, you're in the wrong house, Infernalist.
Damn.
Everything is quite mundane here.
That's what they all say.
I mean,
That's
if
what
you
they all say.
if you are deeply interested in trying to get your hands on something of power, of portent, you can always try the cliffside. The goblins are always digging, always trying to find something.
The cliffside, you say?
Oh yes, underneath the keep.
He's most interested in longevity.
Well, if you're already halfway to one of the madman's creations, they live long enough. There's supposed to be a storm tonight. He might even host you as a guest.
You'd host me as a guest.
Yes. The madman has an obsession with the animate dead.
I see. What do you know of this obsession?
He tries to fuse multiple forms of magic and science to try and perfect his creations. To what end, I do not know. I just know it is in a different art style than his sister, who is far more old school.
Does this madman have a name?
Gerolf.
He's not on my list, is he?
Yes, he is.
Shit.
And his sister, Gisa.
Yeah, Felsic, if you want to go, I'd be happy to tag along. You know, two friends going for a party. You might get your wish, becoming longer lived than you are now.
Has many scientific curiosities to keep.
Well, I would like to get a look at his work.
He loves to show it off.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Secure an invite, Felsic. I'll make sure you make it through. It'd be fun to watch you happy and enjoying your interests.
Yes, I will work to do so.
I would just suggest you head out sooner than later. You don't want to be out and about when the storm hits.
Then, sure.
Yeah. Oh, Felsic and Aradas head to the keep.
Yep.
A nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
As soon as they're gone, he pops the cork on the bottle of wine. I'm terribly sorry, my daughter. I hope you weren't attached to those two.
Oh, attached is such a strong word. Amused. Yes. Felsic is incredibly desperate for friendship. It's rather hilarious.
The Infernalist.
Yes. He'll be like, oh, we're such great friends. And you can tell it's physically paining him to say such things at times, but he's sticking to it. It's really amusing.
Maybe he and the
Maybe he's
madman
trying to
will
turn
get
over a new
along.
leaf. Arana seems alright. Like,
He smells of the old ways, and usually those folk do not last long in the city.
he seemed very particular about wording of certain things with certain entities. Oh!
What entities?
I forgot to tell you about Bob.
Who's Bob?
Well, in Aunt Jaleva's house, there was a big summoning circle, which Felsic used. And a very dapper fellow came through and said, "You can call me Bob." And then Felsic said, "Bob, this house is trying to murder us. I want you to keep me and my good friends safe. Till we're, like, from the owner of the house itself until we're out of it, till we're done." Which Bob did do. And then afterwards, he released Bob from his services, but didn't send Bob back to the hells from which he came from, and so I think Bob is on vacation now. Which might explain the desecration Or the holy symbol. We didn't
I
really
hope
get
for
a
all
power gauge from Bob. He was very hands in his pockets kind of fellow until he told us to run. It was a good thing he did, but that could have something.
fully manifested demon on the loose.
Bob.
Was he a young fellow?
I'll just describe Bob to him. Just the full dapper description of Bob. Give him the whole. Down to the shoes. Because Octavia thinks shoes are very important.
His name's not Bob.
No, of not Bob.
His name is Ob. Ob Nixilis.
Does that name ring a bell for me?
For all things dear, it best not.
Oh, good. Okay. Let's go. Oh, all right. Just Google images that. Everything's fine. Neither did Uranus, it looks like. Uh-huh.
He was a man once.
I see.
Well, looks like I'm going to have to see about finding a courier. Sending a message to some friends that you best not know about.
I best not know about them. I best not know about them. I was planning on telling the family.
They won't be able to deal with him.
No, but knowing might help.
Unless they could somehow bribe Octavia to unleash her military might upon the thing, there's nothing that the family can do.
Noted. Don't think the coffers are that full.
No, they're not. Oh, you made some very unfortunate friends. Hopefully, our madman will decide them very interesting and use them.
Let's hope.
And on that, we cut to the keep. So you head up to this large, rotund, round keep at the top of the cliffside. Highest point for miles. Taller than the lighthouse. Much, much taller. And you head up to the portcullis, which opens on its lonesome as you approach.
Automatic doors, my favorite.
They were expecting you. Or us.
That's strange.
I'm sure someone with this power would know everyone who's new in their town.
Perhaps. Expect to see more guards or something around.
No guards.
Well, Guess let's have a look around then.
You probably should go introduce yourselves. Most people like this don't like people wandering around their keep.
Well, how are we supposed to introduce ourselves unless we find our host?
We go to the main hall.
To the main hall, then.
So you walk in. As you do, the portcullis lowers.
Oh. I'm sure it works automatically the other way also.
Probably a proximity sensor or something like that.
As you walk further away, our camera, which you two do not see, shows a number of homunculi manning the portcullis.
Oh, that's nice. Nice homunculi.
And you walk in, and you pass through another door. It's large, but there is obviously no lock. It is not barred, and you walk in, and there is the main hall. It is warm in here, well lit. Little electrical lamps dot the walls and sconces, industrial looking, along with a large fireplace.
Have you ever seen anything like these before?
Seems like such a waste. What's wrong with fire?
Look at the glow.
Too much metal.
Gentlemen,
Oh,
welcome, welcome, welcome.
hello.
So,
Greetings.
what brings you to my neck of the woods, as it were? Pardon the pun.
Well, we came to the city with one of our friends and wanted to do explore the keep here.
Oh, you're here to explore. Delightful. Delightful. You must pardon me. I have an experiment that's going to be going off as soon as the storm hits. You're welcome to witness it.
That sounds marvelous. I'd love to see it. What type of experiments? I love experiments.
It's one that should be close and near and dear to your non-beating heart, friend. The animation of dead tissue.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
First time to be done en masse.
Well. When will this feat be taking place?
Oh, but a few hours once the storm hits its crescendo, harnessing lightning to animate the bodies.
I just look towards Uranus and like, what is he thinking about this?
Oh, I'm just here to. I'm looking at Felsic and just smiling, seeing his new friend so happy, and excited.
But he like. Russ, I will let you have an insight because Felsic, I don't think you're in the mind to necessarily understand this man.
Oh, sure. Oh, that's a 28.
Dang.
Oh. Just can't do it on Felsic.
No, just can't ever do it on trip.
Geralt has absolutely no interest in you. Absolutely none. But Felsic, considering the wherewithal, the animation, the wholeness of him, he is deeply intrigued to the point almost of obsession. you are fairly certain that Felzik will not be leaving this place without force.
I'll be fine.
He did say there was a storm coming, correct?
Oh, yes, you can feel
Oh,
it coming.
I do love a good lightning storm.
Thunder crackles as we get a raid from -2 charisma. I love the name. Welcome. we
It's
are
awesome.
playing some Innistrad D&D5E, and two of our intrepid party have met with Gerulf, the animator.
He's not.
I think
Who
we
is-
briefly saw Giza last night, but we said maybe we'll just let her dance with her undead
Shovel.
shovel and just not disturb that zen she had going on.
Again, she is of the old school. Gerulf is of the new school. It is rare that they see eye to eye, but when they do, it's best to run. And so, yes, come in. We have such sights to show you. And I think we cut to the rooftop,
Ooh.
and you see there, laid out in series, 30 corpses. All have definitely the hands of the Stitcher's art, which is the conglomeration of different parts for different forms of utility. Some that have been now chemically enhanced using parts that have been vat grown. While most of these bodies are of some sort of human size, there is one at the end of the series that is massive. The anchor on the chain, as it were. Some of these have utility tools applied to them. Flensing blades, books, chains, things to better accumulate more parts. And as the storm rolls in, he just begins to get busy and start cackling.
I lean into Felsic.
His laughter is quite, infective, right?
Yes, but are you aware of how interested they are in you?
Isn't everyone?
Well, no, you know how you you love books. To the point where if it's esoteric and interesting, you lose everything that's going on around you and you dive deep into it.
Yes.
I think he wants to do that with or in you.
How so? I'm confused at what you're getting at here.
If you have any plans about leaving and going on your trek to try and find other books of longevity and things,
Yes, that's the plan.
I don't imagine he plans on letting you leave.
Then he's going to be horribly disappointed.
I imagine
Because
so.
I have other things to do.
But imagine if he weren't in the way of letting you leave and you had the right or the time to peruse his library at your leisure. Would that be interesting to you?
I suppose so.
All right.
But
Well, let's wait for the lightning storm.
yes, I'm very excited. And look at our host here. He is quite excited.
Oh, he loves his work.
He is cackling madly as the wind picks up, nearly knocking him off the parapet of the keep. Wind and rain is pelting as torrential downpour. Everything is wet and slick and incredibly not OSHA code.
How far away are we from him where he's doing this?
I am
process?
going to say, for reason and logic's sake, you are just on the inside of the rooftop gantry that is covered and leads to the stairwell that leads down. So less likely to be struck by random lightning or anything. But he's about a good, 25, 30 yards from y'all as he's getting this all set up, as the rooftop has been just converted into this half a football field of outdoor lab.
That's interesting. 30 yards would be just about perfect.
I have to admit, this guy has style.
He does, but I like you and you're my friend,
Yes.
even though it sometimes pains you to say so.
I am the best of friends with you
Yes, I know.
and everyone else.
Everyone else. Well, I can't have him hurt you, right?
Why would he?
Because you're interesting.
Well, yes. But, well, yes. But why would he hurt me if I'm interesting? Would it not hurt me?
Have you ever heard of vivisection?
Once or twice, yes.
Well, let's just say maybe. One way, look, you and I are going to have to fight our way out of here. I just figure we should do it at our own terms.
What terms is that?
Cast Call Lightning centered over the spot where he's at, and Lightning Bolt. Not on his stuff, on him. We're starting right off because this is going to be ugly no matter what. Might as well get it over with.
So this bolt of lightning is unnaturally cold and strikes Gerolf.
Okay.
And he takes no damage.
Well, shit.
As the electricity courses around him and the armor he wears.
Ooh.
And grounds out to the metal grating on the lab floor.
He was
is
prepared to stand
dispersed.
in a lightning storm.
That's true, but I thought it was crazy.
Oh, he's a scientist. I mean, also crazy, but a
Victor
scientist.
Frankenstein never wore things like that. I mean, come on.
And he just turns. I see.
I
Oh,
thought you needed some help. The lightning wasn't coming yet.
oh, the lightning strikes right when it needs to.
Really?
And lightning strikes.
Uh-oh.
As he finishes that sentence, the thunder rattling everything. We see the electricity arc between the different tables with all of these creations. And they all sit up one after another.
Well,
I'm not sure lightning bolt was the best choice.
it was readily available.
My children, seize them, please. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh!
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
For science.
For
Yes.
science.
For science.
For science.
For science. Wonderful, wonderful. So, how about we all go around and say who we are, where we can find you, and like your favorite parts from tonight's game. We'll start with our phenomenal dungeon master this evening. Hope, how are you tonight?
I'm as giddy as Frankenstein in a lightning storm. Um, no, tonight was absolutely lovely. It is always good to be here to practice some science, to practice some horror, to practice some comedy, and to enjoy all this lore that WotC has given us. So I'm just delighted. And if you want to see more of my ridiculous face, there's a number of opportunities throughout the week. Coming up next is Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern over on Follow Black Cats with Spy Game Hexcrawl. See me make as poor choices as my players in a modern spy thriller. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern, Follow Black Cats. Then Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern over on Critical Misses. We have young university-age superheroes dealing with time and space level problems that they are not prepared for. On top of all the emotions, it's messy. So if you like a really big mess, tune in for that. And then on Saturday, we have a double header as at 4:30 Eastern on Praxagora Thesmophoria. Check the chat. You can see the spelling.
Yes.
I also check my Twitter for Mechton Starblade Battalion memories, or no, Starblade Battalion Seeds. Yes, that's season 2 of some Mechton fun, as there are two shows. I am part of a group that has a lot of rich and privileged individuals that are having the worst time ever, as all of our secrets and pasts are colliding, and it's a tragedy unfolding. And then there's a group that is far more jolly, far more matrimonied, because that's a word now, on 8 p.m. Eastern on the opposite Saturdays with our corporate raiders, who I do not apologize for art, as I fully agree with the remodel of Charybdis and Melody's Place. I Seamus, I love what you're doing. And Letitia, I need to come back and enjoy some jazz and a good drink with you. And then later that evening, 9 p.m. Eastern over on Valdrian's channel, penultimate episode of Defiant, The Trail of the Dead, as modern urban fantasy meets the apocalypse. And my reformed devil has to reckon with the embodiment of nothing. Because when God so made the world, he said, "Let there be light." And in the nothingness there was light, and the nothingness resented becoming quantified. And now it wants to try and undo all of that. See if we have even a ghost of a chance. And then be back here on Monday for more Innistrad, Fang, and Shadow, as hopefully we will have everyone return. Our Nugget, we miss our beloved guardian angel here. And I have a feeling they're going to need you. As
yeah, so you can meet my dad.
Yeah. Dad is looking forward to meeting you. And I am certain that Felzik and Aranus are looking forward to meeting 30 creations of Geralf one of the most potent necromancers ever printed by WotC. So this can't possibly go wrong for them.
No.
And I am so looking forward to that. Thank you all for being here. We're live, VOD, YouTube. Story is nothing without its audience. You're much part of this as we are. Until next time, take care of yourselves and one another. See you soon.
Thank you. And of course, we miss you, Nugget. And we look forward to. You need to meet my dad. So, like, I really hope you feel better next. Been 10 years. You should probably meet the rest of my family. Someone who has already met him would be Aranis. Aranis, how are you?
Ronus is a little surprised at this point in time, but it was bound to happen anyway, so might as well just get it on with. Has to protect his friend. Poor Felsic. Felsic, the undead smorgasbord, the tasty snack for this necromancer. No, I doing great. I'm Deception Check. If I'm here on Mondays for this wonderful game, Tuesdays for our epilogues of our Ravenloft campaign. My character has met a descendant, and my doggy is yelping in the background. Well, I'll see what's going on there. Favorite part tonight. Everything Felsic was doing, seeing the doll, the silliness that was going on there. Absolutely ridiculous. Loved every minute of it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank Wulfric. Wulfric, how are you?
If I can get the mute button off, doing good. Getting tired, but that was fantastic. I had my face hurting from all the smiles. Enjoyed us traversing from one place to the next, to where we finally meet your father and the lovely lady down the street. And now we're meeting the lovely people up on the hill in the castle. Like we're making friends already. This is great.
Many friends.
You know, it's so great. This is what I live for, and I love the friend making. So yeah, I'm Shiny Pilot 206, Twitch, Twitter, here Mondays, Tuesdays when we play Aliens. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Pope, for DMing. Thank you everybody for playing.
Thank you. Felsic, how are you?
Quite good, yes.
Good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think and everything is going just well for Felsic.
Coming up roses.
Yes, I'm D20 Coup de Grace. You can find me here Mondays, Tuesdays, and sometimes in our Saturdays game playing Aliens. Shoot. I think really just the overwhelming, well, not overwhelming, the building sense, relentless building of dread in the campaign is pretty awesome. It started off really well, just with Angel Companion going missing, and then just all the symbols being destroyed around, and Iggy coming in and being scared and needing to run away. I'm really into it, love it, and thank you very much.
Thank you. So for me, my favorite parts, I think my absolute favorite was the fact that Felsic just can't do cardio. Felsic was not built for cardio. Was my favorite part of tonight because it just amused me terribly. It was like everyone else would be like, yeah, and then there'd be poor sad Felsic with his little undead legs taking them as far as they could go, but they're just not meant for running. You know, if you've seen zombie hordes, they don't run, they shamble, they walk like a slow, steady, unending pace. That's not what the rest of the group was doing, and so poor Felsic. Poor we gotta get you some wheels, bro. We gotta get you something good. That's my absolute favorite. I also like how Wulfric is just like, oh, no, I'm not gonna let Octavia out of my sight now that I'm like back at the group, which is gonna get real awkward with some people probably when Deknari gets back, because they're very into each other.
I'll let you go once I get more information.
Yes. Well, you might get too much information. Who knows? But yeah, and I liked getting to see my dad. That was great. He's the best. Poor sad dad, alone at a lighthouse, getting punished for life choices that may or may not involve my existence. It's fine. Poor sad dad. But those are my. Oh, and also Batilda. Just sending Batilda on a message. Cause you know, I'm a ranger. I got to do it at some point, right? Also a messenger. So, anyways, those are my favorite moments. You can find us here on next Monday for more of this. And ooh, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna be real happy I'm not in that castle. At least to start with. And then you can find us tomorrow night for Mists of Ravenloft on you know, same bat time, same bat channel. And we're in some epilogues. I know we've been in epilogues for a little while, but you know, it was a 3-year campaign, so I feel like it's fitting that every character gets some wonderful light that's not in Ravenloft. Am I still going to emotionally torture them? Maybe. But some will be good things. There's that. So tune in to see some rituals, including a blood ritual maybe, tomorrow night. That I have written out rituals. They're in a big notebook. I had time at a coffee shop. Oh, I hope you guys roll well. We'll see. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna turn some people from vampires into not vampires and release a blood curse from Cyric on a descendant of Mishra. Isn't that going to be fun? It's gonna be so much fun. So tune in for that. And of course, not this Saturday, but next Saturday is our next episode of Aliens. And that we're gonna try to turn on the power to the egg. I'm sure that'll be fine. So, you know, we stopped the chest bursters for now, at least. So, it's great, just great. So tune in, it'll be exciting. We're also on YouTube. At least the VODs from this game and Aliens are on YouTube. Don't at me too hard about the others. Computer issues happened. We're over 100 episodes in on certain shows. It's gonna be a process. It may never get done, but you know, it might. So, keep your eyes open. I also have fun ideas in percolating through my brain, so stay tuned. But not tonight, because we're out. So, thank y'all, everyone. Raiders, wonderful viewers, fellow players, GM. Until next time, have fun and play.